What's up everybody, it's Kevin here from Happy Bird Games, and today we're doing another Famicom Friday. You may have seen my past videos where I picked up games from RetroGamesJapan.com. It's my go-to source for Japanese games for various consoles, which is a store that's located in the United States where I live. We might need this for the insides. So in this package, it was a total of just under $50. The shipping cost was completely free and very fast. It took less than a week to arrive. Now, with RetroGamesJapan.com, they give you it in a nice bundle package, lots of bubble wrap. They also give you a coupon code, which is really nice. So if you order, expect a coupon, especially if you order from their website. So let's check out what we got here. First game is really nice quality card too, like condition. This is Fatal Fury 1. I believe it's titled Fatal Fury the King of Fighters. But here is my receipt, so I'm gonna check the translation or the titles of these games so I know the exact names. So this first one is actually Fatal Fury number 1. The title is Garo Densetsu for the Super Famicom. It's the first Fatal Fury game, and I didn't know this, but there's only like 3 playable fighters in this game from what I was reading online. I kind of ordered it a little too fast, so I've played Fatal Fury games before, and I expect them to be a little more like Super Street Fighter 2, but this is the first one, so it's kind of different, a little more limited, but it should still be a lot of fun to play on the Super Nintendo and Super Famicom. And by the way I was playing these games before was on my original Super Nintendo, so I'll probably be playing them on the Retron 5 from now on. But I do have the ability to play this on the original hardware, Super Nintendo. Yeah, it's a really cool Fatal Fury fighting game. Didn't know if I mentioned that, but that's what it is. So you'll see it soon. The next game is the first Dragon Ball Z game that I've got for the Super Famicom. I have a Dragon Ball game on the original Famicom, but here's Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Densetsu, another Densetsu title. I don't know what Densetsu means, but maybe we'll find that out pretty soon, because a lot of these games have the title with the word Densetsu in it. I don't know what that means. Maybe like a fight? Or a battle, maybe? Maybe it means battle. I'm not sure about that, but it's Super Saiyan Densetsu. I think this was an RPG Dragon Ball Z game. Some of them are fighting games, some of them are RPGs with Dragon Ball Z. It's kind of interesting that they would do RPGs for that series. And then once again, the card looks great. Yeah. Let's see, third game. What is it? It is Super Mahjong, I believe? Super Real Mahjong PIV. Or P4. It looks like it might be P4 because the 4 is a different, or the IV is a different font than the P. On here it just says PIV, so it's hard to tell. So I believe it's Super Real Mahjong P number 4. Came out in 1994 by Seta Company. I don't know much about this. I don't know much about Mahjong, but I figured today is a good day to start and learn about Mahjong. It's got some anime waifus on it. That's always a good thing. And I don't know much about it, but I want to check that out in a Famicom Friday soon, and check it out on my own time as well. The next game is one that I think costs quite a bit in the United States or North American region version of this game. And that is Ogre Battle. Now, I think this is the first or second Ogre Battle game. It's a tactical RPG. It's not made by Square Enix or Squaresoft or anything like that. It's made by Quest. But it's very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. I believe some of the same developers from this series also worked on Final Fantasy Tactics games. There's been sequels to this on the Nintendo 64. Did I mention that? And I think the PlayStation Portable, PSP. But this is one of the first ones. It's called Densetsu no Ogre Battle for Super Famicom. And it's just a really cool tactical game. It says on here, Ogre Battle the March of the Black Queen, which I think is the second one. They had this on the Wii Virtual Console. And I didn't download this one, but on the Wii Virtual Console they also had the N64 one, which is also an expensive N64 game. And it's a pretty good one too, actually. It's basically like N64's answer and only option to countering Final Fantasy Tactics. It's 2D, it's a tactical game, it's fun, it's got a fantasy story. Okay, and next game. And this one's gonna sound kind of weird at first. It's Twinkle Little Star. Yes? Shiroi Ringhei, Twinkle Little Star. Now, what is this game? It looks very misleading on the front. It says the words Twinkle Little Star. What could that possibly be? It's actually a game about women's wrestling in Japan. Yeah, I know. That's might not be what you expected. But I think it's got some wrestling action. I'm not sure if it has action, but it's also got role-playing elements or story elements as well. So I'm hoping there's a translation patch for this game. It looks really interesting. It looks like a lot of fun from videos I've seen of it. But I don't know much about it, and of course I've never played it. It's by developers Pony Canyon Inc. Once again, Twinkle Little Star. Shiroi Ringhei is the series. I think that's the full title, is Shiroi Ringhei. And Twinkle Little Star is the subtitle. It looks really interesting, and it's a unique game that never made it to North America. The last game is a great Square Enix title, and maybe one that I'm not really sure how great it is, because I haven't played it yet. I know, right? I haven't played it yet. It's Secret of Mana? Seiken Densetsu 2, which is known as Secret of Mana in North America, is the second game in the Seiken Densetsu series. The third one being Trials of Mana, which was recently re-released on the Switch and the PS4 and PC. But this one is the second one, which is known as Secret of Mana. And the first one was actually a Final Fantasy spin-off, I believe. Or at least in the North American regions it was labeled and titled as Final Fantasy Legend? Or Final Fantasy Adventure. I think it was Final Fantasy The Adventure. So it's not really a Final Fantasy game. It's its own series. It's by Squaresoft, which is why they shared the Final Fantasy title, maybe to get people to get it back in the day, get into the series. But it's not really a Final Fantasy game. And I've played the one on the PlayStation, which I think was called Legend of Mana, and I played one on the Game Boy Advance called Sword of Mana. But I've never really played Secret of Mana. I've heard lots of great things about it. It's sort of similar to Chrono Trigger, but it's got its own style. So yeah, Secret of Mana. And that's it for our games. So let's just do a little recap. We got 6 games. The grand total is $49.64. I guess I'll list the individual prices on this video. We got Ogre Battle, March of the Black Queen. We got Twinkle Little Star. We got Secret of Mana. We got Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Densetsu and Fatal Fury number 1, as well as Super Real Mahjong. Really cool stuff. I'm excited to play these games, specifically the ones that are not in the North American region. Those are exciting to me at all times. I always really look for those ones the most. But recently I've been checking out some that are like really expensive in North America, so I can get them for a much lower price, so I can get the actual cart and the actual game, but the only thing you gotta do is translate it. So in future videos, I'm gonna try to check out some more from RetroGamesJapan. They just got a lot more in stock. I noticed they had Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 5 and 6. I'm probably gonna go buy those as soon as I possibly can with that coupon code. So expect Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 5 and 6 in the next video of pickups. And there's also this really cool Konami controller for the Super Famicom that has like extra buttons and Konami branding on it, and it looks really cool, so I want to check that out. I almost got that this time, but it's like 25 bucks, so I was like, I don't know, I'd rather get games for now, but controllers are always fun to play with. But I do want to acknowledge something that I forgot to acknowledge on my previous video, which was a Video Games Monthly unboxing, so it's similar, but on last month, May 2020, I was asking people, because I got some Japanese Famicom games, some Japanese language games in that Video Games Monthly video. I asked people in that video, is there a way to translate these games? Because I was using my cell phone as a translator app on all these Famicom games, especially for Famicom Fridays. So they recommended to me the Retron 5, so I got the Retron 5, but I do want to give a special shout out to YouTube user Back in the Day Gamer, because he recommended me a different console than the Retron 5. He recommended to me the Retro Freak console. So the Retro Freak console I could not find online. It was not in stock on Amazon. It looked like it was previously sold on Amazon for around $250, $230, something like that. And it's similar to the Retron 5. It's supposed to be better build quality and have some different features, as well as the ability to play turbo graphics cards, which is really cool actually, but the Retro Freak I could not find in stock, and it cost a lot more than this. This was $135 on Amazon, which is a really good price, I think, for what it's able to do, and so far I'm enjoying it a lot. And yes, those English patches work, so on future Famicom Fridays, when available, I'll be using English patches to help further show the games and be able to play them a little bit more. So I wanted to acknowledge all those people that left comments about the Retron 5, the translator patches, as well as the Retro Freak in my previous unboxing video on my channel. So just acknowledging that, and that I read your comments and reply to them, and I remember them as well. Alright everybody, thanks for watching today's Happy Beard Games Famicom Friday. If you stay tuned to Hybrid Games for more classic gaming goodness, you will get more Famicom Fridays. And in the future episodes, I'll do more Let's Plays on Famicom Fridays, as well as a review. I haven't done a real review yet on Famicom Fridays. But there's lots more on Hybrid Games. Stay tuned for more classic gaming goodness. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Thanks for watching once again. Bye!